This is what you and I will be watching a lot for tonight, is the possibility of these isolated tornadoes. So showers and thunderstorms continue coming up through the area. They will be strongest overnight and into early tomorrow morning, which is why we will be watching very carefully the potential for any tornadoes during that time frame. That's likely a waterspout out over the Gulf. Now you can see it's not that far away from Tierra Verde, Madeira Beach, Indian Rocks Beach. So what we will be doing is we will be watching these particular cells, because look which direction they're moving. You see how it's moving in a northeasterly fashion? Temperatures are still relatively cooler the farther north you go and warmer the farther south you go. So that front that moved in, it stalled out right along the I-4 corridor, and it's still kind of sitting there, quite honestly. It hasn't moved a whole lot, and that's why it's cooler north and warmer to the south. That actually does play a role in where some of our severe weather, or where the best chance of severe weather could play out as we head through this evening. All right, time now 8:59. We're headed into the 9 o'clock hour. Of course, meteorologist Brian McClure, chief meteorologist Mike Clay. We're sitting here watching this, and if you're wondering, okay, center circulation's way far away, why are we covering this?
We've been watching this for all evening.
Yeah. And really the main reason we are is for the rotating cells. So
the radar is screaming at you where the rotation is.
Yeah, so you're just looking at regular rainfall right there, but then when we switch over to a different mode, whoa, yeah.
That's a little stronger.
That's a little stronger, okay.
So if you're in Madeira Beach, Reddington Shore,
all right, here we are, 9:06. It's not our typical time. Usually we come on at the 9s, obviously, but if you were watching us just at the top of the hour, Mike Clay and myself were on the air, and we were talking about a potential for a tornado warning. We were just getting the crawl ready there along the bottom of the screen. The blinking red box that you see there, that is your tornado warning.
Right, so if you're on the beach, Madeira Beach, Reddington Shores, Indian Rocks, go ahead and take your tornado precautions.
Again, it's right in this area between Bay Pines, Madeira Beach, Reddington Shores, Seminole, right in that square, right in there. I don't think it's going to curve and go off to the right. I do think it has a chance of drifting more north. The strongest of winds would have already passed Madeira Beach and Reddington Beach. In other words, it's not where you see the green. It's not underneath that. It's out in front of it.
If you're along Park Boulevard in Seminole and Seminole Boulevard, you really need to be in tornado safe place right now. Just give it a few minutes.
Okay, so this would be Park.
Yeah.
This would be Seminole.
Yep.
Right there. So it's pretty much a perfect marker for it. Yeah, our tone has just changed. This to me looks like a much tighter circulation than it did just 5 to 10 minutes ago. So that's why Mike was just saying, now you need to take cover. Okay.
Park, Seminole, Starkey. A lot of mobile homes in that area.
Yeah, especially right here.
A lot of big mobile home parks.
Lots of mobile home parks right here.
Yep. So you're in that tornado warning. That tornado warning has been out for a half hour, so you've had plenty of notice.
If I remember right, this is Lake Seminole right here.
It is, yeah.
Right? That's why we don't see anything in this area. So that's Lake Seminole right there. And it looks like to me it is paralleling on the western side of Lake Seminole, and it is going right up Seminole Boulevard. Now, 9:35, if you're just tuning into us, here we are, Bay News 9, Chief Meteorologist Mike Clay and myself, Brian McClure. We're watching a tornado warning in Pinellas County. We are not ignoring other areas. Citrus, Hernando, Pasco, Hillsborough, Polk, and Manatee County, you are all getting rainfall. You do not have any severe weather at this point in time. We are going to be following each of those rotating cells. I've been in this business in 20 years. We have advanced this technology so much that I'll be honest with you, we've said just about everything we can possibly say. I mean, we are pinpointing this down to the street.
So it may be a deal where you sleep with your phone and with the app, or you leave your TV on and check in with us through the night, and it could be anywhere in our areas. So it's going to be one of those nights, and of course we're going to be fully staffed here all night.
And we're already this 10 o'clock hour getting reports of damage.
Yes, reports of damage, Veronica, with the other tornado warning in Pinellas County. Now, Veronica, we're noticing that other storms are starting to circulate in Hillsborough County.
We got to move on to this.
Yeah, I wouldn't be one bit surprised if we get new tornado warnings. Let me circle the area first that we're talking about, okay? Each one of these out in this area of Hillsborough County and coming out of Manatee County appears to be circulating.
There's the boundary right there. We've seen it increase rapidly, really, over land. It was an hour ago, and we just had one cell coming into Pinellas. Now with the improved lift, we're seeing thunderstorms develop into Polk and Hillsborough counties.
Yep, it appears to be lifting north like that. That's what appears to be happening. So if you're at home watching, remember we said earlier in our coverage, hey, we're going to go where the storms go. Well, right now, the strongest storms are currently in eastern Hillsborough into Polk County. Now officially we have another tornado warning. The tornado warning has been issued for mainly eastern Hillsborough County. This isn't a surprise. This is the area that we were just talking about, saying, hey, there's a lot of cells in this region that are rotating. Technically, it also touches the western edge of Polk County. It would be these cells right in here moving northward. Now, this is something that we have been talking about all evening long. Let me try and actually get a good idea. Yeah, there you go. Okay, it is very, very, very evident. It is right there. Okay, what's happening? So it would be right in there. And what it's going to do is it's going to move in a kind of a northeasterly fashion. And this would be Highway 39 right in there. If we track with Glystron 9, the motion, it's essentially going to go right up between Lithia and Keysville.
Up this pole as well. There's some kind of cloth there. Fire crews were just out here, but they have cleared the scene. There's no power in this particular mobile home. You see a lot of people walking around
Falling out now. We have a tornado threat that's moving through this area in eastern Hillsborough into western Polk County.
In Pinellas County, Duke Energy right now reporting that some 2,000 customers are in the dark. You already heard Sandra's report. She is in the Lake Estates area in Seminole.
Okay, we've got some pictures coming in now, Brian, from Seminole. Let's see what we have here. And yeah, there's some damage. There's been a couple mobile home parks. This is on 102nd, so that's pretty tight.
It is, and that's the first one of the night that's clearly shifted to the right.
Yeah, because it was down here.
Yeah, so that track was correct earlier that we put on it. Instead of going due north, it is a little bit east of north, and it's going over into the Polk County side of that warning area now.
Yeah.
So basically headed for the airport. Right there. See where the red and the green come together? That's where your winds are going in opposite directions. Okay, they're kind of moving like this. Okay, so that's what we look for to see for that rotation.
I'll switch it over.
Okay. Oh.
No, did you see it update?
Yeah, it just updated. Oh.
Yeah.
There is very likely a tornado right on Highway 60 between Mulberry and Hopewell, headed right towards the Lakeland airport.
We're seeing some signs of a strong rotation there, and you know what we did? We just looked at the traffic on 60, and the traffic is almost stopped. So that tells us that either there's a really high wind or there's something that went through there. Just a second, this is a new tornado warning that includes a large part of Polk and Hillsborough counties. So Brian, if you can take it, I'll go take care of the
yeah, moving north
got
at
it?
25 miles per hour.
Okay, so we're looking at that.
Reports of bright flashes, possibly power transformers.
That's why we're seeing the traffic problems.
Here's Highway 60, and where we're seeing the slowdown in the traffic is right here. So we might have just had a tornado pass over Highway 60. We think we did, actually.
There's an impressive hook with that, and I think you can point it out really well there.
Yep, right there. There it is. Okay. So it is very obvious. Here it is right in here. That's about as good as it gets, Mike, for our area. We usually do not see signatures like this.
This is along the warm front, and that is the area right on this, we call it tail end Charlie in my old chaser days. That's the last cell, and that's the one coming up towards the Lakeland airport that could have the tornado on it.
Okay, so there you go. That kind of gives you an idea. So essentially paralleling the
County Line Road.
Yeah, County Line Road, the Polk-Hillsborough County line, okay? It's rare for us to talk in such strong language because we typically don't get the big tornadoes and the big tornado threat here in Florida. We occasionally do, but not often. I'm telling you right now, near the Lakeland Airport and towards the southwestern side of the Polk Parkway, you need to take cover.
Update.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Okay. So All right, folks, this is the Polk Parkway right here, southwestern side of the Polk Parkway. You have got to take cover. This is a tornado. This is a serious situation. This is a tornado located right here. This is I-4. This is the Polk Parkway. This is a heavily populated area. Color and the red color coming right beside each other. This means that those winds are coming just like this, and they are rotating really, really fast in this area.
All right, we have debris.
Okay.
Debris on the radar. So basically the dual pole radar is saying I'm picking up stuff that isn't raindrops. I'm picking up unusual objects. I'm picking up multi-shaped objects. So something got lifted up into the air, and the dual pole radar is telling us there that there's something that got elevated aloft, and that's very close to that hook there.
Yeah. Western Lakeland, Winston, I-4 corridor. It is headed north. If it holds together, Kathleen, get ready. It's coming towards you.
It's not any better.
Okay, that's on I-4.
Yeah.
We've got a tornado crossing I-4.
Yeah.
If you got anybody
cover
on I-4 tonight, you need to call them and tell them to stop. If they're near Plant City or Lakeland on both sides, they need to stop. There is a tornado going across I-4 right now.
Our signature of a tornado coming through the west side of Lakeland right now.
Right there.
So you don't have time, just head in and get to cover.
That's it right there.
Yep.
It's already past it.
It's heading up towards Kathleen.
Yeah. Kathleen, you need to take cover, folks. And Kathleen, okay, look at how heavily the population is. It really gets more populated as you come up.
I've got 62 knots versus 59 knots. So that's 120 knots of shear in a couple of miles there.
All right, let me pull up. All right.
Confirmed on the ground at Lake Linder Airport.
Okay,
Moving
so
north at 25.
So this storm was confirmed, tornado on the ground right there. Now it is right there over I-4, and I am starting to see slowdown on I-4. It always worries me, Mike, when tornadoes pass over interstates. You've got so much traffic going at such a fast rate of speed. It's rain wrapped. Nobody's going to see it. So you can't fault anybody, because it's not like out in the Midwest where you see it coming for miles. You won't see this. You'll just be driving into the rain.
So there probably was a tornado earlier, but in that area there's probably some high wind that you should treat like a tornado. So take the necessary precautions.
Mike, just,
Oh, there you go, debris.
Oh no. Okay, so.
Something's got hit.
Yeah, if you're watching us at home, all right, so the reason why you just saw my face go, oh no, this is bad. Okay, so this signature, not the circle, that right there, see the blue? That indicates that as the radar is looking out into this cloud, it's spotting debris. All right, instead of raindrops, instead of traditional stuff we should be seeing, that's not normal. That means that we are spotting debris that has been lofted up into the sky, which therefore basically guarantees there was a tornado on the ground. There might still be.
Power flashes on I-4.
All right,
as
there
we
you go.
speak. Yeah.
All right, so it's still on the ground. So we still have a tornado on the ground that has gone. If you live in the Kathleen area north of I-4, now is the time to take cover.
Tractor trailer overturned on I-4
Oh man.
at Memorial in Lakeland.
Okay, so that would be right here.
Yep.
That'd be right there.
Yep.
Okay, I'm seeing a standstill now on I-4.
So
Get the whole family, get the kids. Helmet on the kids is a great thing if you can get to it. If not, just grab pillows, grab jackets, put them over your head. Get away from windows. Do not try and go outside and look at this. You're not going to be able to see it. This is all rain wrapped, okay? There's rain everywhere.
those are power flashes. It was really blue.
At exit 33. Okay, exit 33. All right. Okay, yeah. Oof. Ooh, and,
So if you're
there's
in
a lot of them.
Galloway, up towards Gibsonia and Kathleen, take cover.
Also, western part of Polk Parkway, I'm showing, is coming to a halt with traffic. Just stopped.
I don't know of any other signatures we can give you. That's a tornado.
That's a
It is
tornado.
on the ground and it's just south of Kathleen and it icon off. And that debris signature is showing up on Galloway Road and Deason Road near Kathleen. So the area you see there in blue is the radar telling us that there's been things lifted aloft.
Your coverage of this, and in the area of Kathleen right now, I just pulled up Lakeland Electric's outage map, and it looks like there might be around 3,000 customers impacted by what's happening here with this tornado on Spectrum Bay News 9. And I want to remind our viewers, we are going to stay with you all night, overnight. Doesn't matter if it's 4 in the morning. We are right here. If you have power and you can watch us, and even if you lose power, I want to remind you, the Spectrum Bay News 9 app, the Spectrum TV app, great resources when we're tracking severe weather.
In control room, if we can go to I-4 26.7 eastbound Polk Parkway, right there where the Polk Parkway comes into I-4, on that particular camera, I am seeing the tractor trailer actually live. I can see it right now, and it is turned over on I-4.
All right, there you go. Thank you very much, control room. That's what Brian was looking at on his phone, and that is I-4.
Got a picture on viewer photo.
Your photo, okay.
Yeah, I just sent in a picture from the account. Okay, so yeah, there you go. All right, so this would be, if you were on I-4, you can see the one lane is going by. That would be going southbound or westbound. I know everybody uses different terminology with that, but you can see the tractor trailer. Actually, it's hard to see, but it is laying down across most of the lanes. Okay, so this would be going towards Tampa. That would be going towards Disney World. Okay, and so coming this way, here you can see the interstate with the tractor trailer sprawled out, and it looks like one lane is coming around on this side. So obviously traffic is going to back up for miles. The tornado was moving like that. It was moving in a northerly fashion. It went across the interstate right here and appears to have just sideswiped this tractor trailer and flipped it right over. You got it? Oh, sorry. You got it on the air now?
Yeah,
okay. Right here. And then we have not heard from here. We're still, Diane, did you say Cypress Lakes?
Cypress Lakes, possibly the mobile home park.
Possibly. So that would be right there.
It was just frightening. I was in the bathtub. I had a comforter around me, some couch pillows over my head, and I could hear, well, at first it got really quiet, and then I heard the wind and the rain just pick up suddenly, and the house was kind of cracking.
Outages in the Lakeland area right now. They're going up, guys. Lakeland Electric reporting at least 8,400 people without power, and that's according to their outage map. In Pinellas, we're looking at 7,500 and Pasco combined. Look at this damage. I-4 at Memorial Boulevard, just traffic. Look at that. At a standstill, a tractor trailer overturning right as that tornado passed by. Just incredible. Right now, I can tell you we have no reports yet.
This is from North Lakeland, off Duff Road. Trees down all over the neighborhood in North Lakeland, so that makes sense what we were just seeing.
Here's another person saying Kathleen Middle School roof is gone. Thank you to all our viewers. We appreciate you sending in this kind of information. Seriously, we really do. It's almost like you have to be our eyes and ears before we can get out there, because let's face it, we only have so many employees, and even though we do have employees that live right there in that area, we have employees in every single county deliberately for this reason, but we still only have so many. And so we appreciate your reports. We don't ever want you to go out in it, but if it's something nearby your house, yes, please send in reports.
Almost 10,000 without power in the Lakeland area from Lakeland Electric. So
that appears to be a chart showing most of them, right there in the northwestern section. That kind of makes sense. That's right where the tornado
went.
Yeah, that's its path.
So on our baynews9.com, you can go to the website and you can see cancellations right on the front page. So it's right there for you, and there are a lot of them in the area.
Our viewers are the best. They're basically answering our questions while we're live on the air. Here's another person saying, yes, there is a car under the 18-wheeler. So some of these pictures are actually coming in from people that are out there on the interstate right now, or have traveled past it. Pinellas County. Now what you're looking at is a picture of the car from underneath the 18-wheeler.
And this was in Kathleen, right near the middle school. So you can see that RV there right on top of.
You know, it looks
well,
like it got tossed right up under the house.
Right,
And
right
I think
into
there's a
the
boat
house.
under there.
And it looks like there might be. So,
Yeah, I think there's a boat underneath it also.
So
It just goes to show you the power of tornadoes. You know, these tornadoes can just fling things around. That's one of the reasons why we always say also don't go in a car to protect yourself in a tornado.